It's time! Hodmus Prime Reviews! Going hard, Panther! Here comes the latest review by Hodmus Prime!
Good day everyone, and welcome back with the biggest welcomes in the world to Hodmus Prime Reviews. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming back. Nice to see you and hear from you. So, if you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe if you enjoy and like the content I provide, which I fully hope you do. Please leave your comments below. And also, please feel free to click that notification bell for latest content, and also feel free to join the Facebook group Hodmus Prime Reviews. So we're back today with another KO third party. This time it is the Cool Become Brave. Let's have a look what it came with. Chalbian, the Cool Become Brave, which is the Combiner Wars KO of the First Aid. As you can see, it was brand new supposedly when it come to me, and it came with the instructions like this, which are there. Came with the figure, and they threw in this as a nice little thing, and I dig it. It's not bad, pretty good. My little girl will have these, or my little boy, I'll let them. My little boy's nearly 12, so probably too big for these, but my little girl would definitely love sticking them on stuff, so I'm going to let her have those. So let's have a quick look at him. As you can see, I already got him with his attachments set up, and his hand becomes a weird messed off like gun slash manifold, and he's a medic with an axe, so pretty interesting that he'd choose that as a weapon of choice. Basically, with First Aid being a pacifist, and for a few episodes I believe it was, for a while he didn't want to be part of it. A defense force had to fight with just one arm. So let's have a look and do a quick look. Before we do, we'll do a comparison. I happen to have his fellow medic Red Alert with my upgrade kit on. Please feel free to check out his review and the upgrade kit review on the playlist. As you can see, the scale is fantastic. This scale spot on. So this is First Aid's review, so let's get on. As you can see, the paintwork is a bit shoddy on it, I will admit. You've got this here, you've got red in the grooves there, maybe with some acetone or something I might be able to get that off. It doesn't fully knit together, which is slightly disheartening. Like here you can see, it does not want to go. Mine doesn't go together properly, which is slightly disheartening because I had such high hopes for it. But we'll get to the positives. I mean, you've got nice silver paint on the front, but again you've got the red overpaint in the joints, the red overpaint. You've got a bit of overpaint here, but hey ho. Let's move the gun out of the way so you can see, and I'll just try and get him to go back together again, because you've got to line everything up properly. It's stiff, obviously becomes an arm underneath. As I said, that won't go in. I think, if you can see here, the reason why there's some slots that have to go in it, I think I'm gonna have to shave the slot down so it goes in a bit more. I don't think they've shaved it enough, but he looks, I dig it. It looks pretty good. He looks a bit like Ratchet from Transformers Prime. I would have preferred the original ambulance, but for modern day it's still pretty rocking. It looks good. It says rescue, emergency, as you've just seen. It has the ports, wheels spin as they should. He has major visible robot syndrome, but as you can see, I've put an aftermarket sticker over the sticker he came with, so he is proper legitimized, and he rolls. His wheels are a bit stiff. The wheels they're alright like that, but then you put more surfaces, they do stick. But on my table he moves fine. So as I say, you've got the nice blue on the windows, and etc, etc. Nice spoiler, and obviously you have that bit there. I mean, maybe there's a way you can get that to go like that. You can make it like a messed up, you can store it on the back like an exhaust, and obviously multi-positional with the ports. So let's get down to transformation. Yay. So First of all, disconnect the legs. You pull that, pull this down, and you get that in. So now you see this tab here, which is going to go into this slot. We block the camera here. So you're going to position that in the correct way, and as you can see, that locks in pretty snugly. Second half, same as the first. As you can see again, there's the overspray on the paint. It's pretty poor, but in this mode you don't really see it that much, so we'll let it off. And then this you have to slightly pull out, pull the arm hinge up. Second one the same, arms down. It's really quick to transform, no fuss. I might put a blob of glue on this because you can see here it's starting to separate, but you push it back together, it's fine. But move his arms there, push that back down, and then you'll see, I'll get the arm out of the way, I'll push the arm back down again, so if I transform it you'll see it. See these holes here, there's a peg in here, it's going to go in there, so just rotate that down, slightly pull it out, 1, 2, see you've heard it nice and click on the window, snug as a bug in a rug. He is not loose, he's quite sweet and dandy. Obviously he transforms into an arm, so you turn him to like that, and that's your plug for when he's in arm mode. But I am going to buy the rest of them, so when that happens I will do an updated video and I will show you them combined. But let's get down to this for now. So this is First Aid, or Cool Become Brave 4 of 5 Chalbian First Aid, and yeah, pretty freaking sweet. I do wish they'd done, even on the proper one, I don't think his foot moves. I think they should have just made it where it could flip in, but we've come a long way, you know what I mean, in Siege and all their line, Kingdom and all that, so if they ever did a retool of him, they probably would do it that way. But to be honest, now I've got this guy, I don't think I'll be bothering if they do a second one. But here we go. So I always did like First Aid, I had the original. You've got nice dark blue on the eyes, can you see it? And then obviously I've gone over the old insignia with some aftermarket ones, and it covered the screw holes as well. And you've got the nice silver and detailed abdomen, almost like an Optimus chest, window there. You've got like a badge on the groin, there you go. You've got a nice dark red, you've got blue there, it looks pretty good. The arms, these can go up like that, so you can move them like that, but because of the wheels they kind of hinder it slightly. But you can move the arm on rotation all the way around. The arm can go out that far, but as I say, if you want more you can just move that back, and you can get full out to the side. He does have elbow swivel, nothing at the wrist. He does have waist rotation, and he does have, let's come apart, he does have, you know, decent knee articulation. You can get the leg that far back due to the backpack, and that far forward. And let's get the arms that way. He can't do, let's come apart again, he can't do the full Van Damme, but there's more than enough articulation to keep you interested. So let's get him back to how he's supposed to be, with all that clicked in, clickety click, there we go. Here's a nice solid figure. Let's have a close look at the weapon. So as you can see, you've got like a, almost like an engine, looks like cylinder housing. There you go, you can see we're like Cybertron, like a circuit's going on there, nice painted silver edge to the blade. It does look like some sort of like exhaust, like he's ripped it off of his chassis to chop people, which as a medic is a bit extreme, but you know. And he can fit that into each hand like so. So we can say I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I work all night and I work all day. You know what I mean? He looks pretty good. Pretty good. Bit of a Monty Python quote there. And then you've got obviously the hand, which turns into a very nice Again, almost like an engine-like gun. It's just a shame that couldn't have been a bit better placed, because it's like now when it's in this mode, it turns into the hand, obviously, but you've got all the detail. I mean, you could make it look like, oh, I dropped it. You could make it look like that was some sort of like intake for the gun. Make that look like that. It becomes like a gun. You can pass it off as a gun, but it does with this little rebate here. You pull it, and you do get a sweet hand. So once I've got them all, definitely have a decent combiner, because I've not got any combiner, so I do want to get them all to get the whole set. Like Pokemon, got to catch them all. So not only will they have a decent defensor, he's going to have a nice set of knuckle dusters, he's going to have cannons on his hands, which is, I think, is going to look freaking awesome, so I am going to get the rest. But as you can see, it has a port which goes in the hand, and pew pew, bang bang, he can go, and shoot people from a distance with his heavy gun. The joint is it's tight enough to hold it, but a bit too much heavy, excessive thing. He does get a bit of droop going on, but it's an awesome figure for £16. I was well happy. So I'm going to do a comparison with another one that I did slate, but he's grown on me, apart from his loose legs, which annoy me. They scale well. That's Hot Rod. And then we have, which the original Groove for like Titan's Return. Here we go. You see, Retgar, he does not scale, but hey ho, diddly do. But yeah, as you can see, it's definitely a good contender. Definitely got good paint work. I mean, obviously it does look good. Obviously, that's the insignia I put over the top. It has its plus sides, as its negatives. I do like it. As I said, First Aid was one of my favourites. I always did like how the head looked. I thought it always looked good, and I did like the fact he always tried to do what was right, but at the same time, when he had enough, he'd kick their ass until he got fed up that time. But then he got his groove back, and he started to kick some ass. I mean, look, you can get some epic poses with it. It's pretty freaking sweet. I like him, but I'm going to give you my final thoughts when we're back in again in a second. Give me 2 seconds, we'll get back with you. Yeah. And welcome back. So, what are we saying then? What are we saying in our final thoughts about this figure? To say it's a KO, it is a good effort. It's a good effort. I mean, obviously, like I said earlier, I've put the aftermarket stickers on to make it look a bit more like the Combiner Wars one. But Cool Become Brave have definitely thrown it out the park, in my opinion. They've definitely created a thing. I mean, yes, it has issues, like I said, like the red paint that's splodged over and it not nipping together just right, but to be fair, some main lines do that as well. So for the price of £16, and it was new, it didn't come, like I say, it didn't come with the box or anything, it just came with the instructions and the nice addition of these, which I'll give to my little girl, is a nice little afterthought. You know what I mean? It's a good thing. It came really quick. I ordered it. It came within a week. So I would recommend it. Highly recommend it. Check it out on eBay. Look it up and you will find it. If you type in KO Defensor figure, you'll find it straight away. So, as always, please check out the list, the playlists, and please subscribe to the Facebook group, Hodmer's Prime Reviews, for all latest content, updates, and sales. There is a sales post on at the minute. Feel free to check it out if you're after anything at good prices. And Chris Mead, I know, does throw some up on sometimes, some sales on there, and he does do it on other groups with special discounts for members of the group. He's an awesome lad, and he definitely helps the group. Chris, I will definitely be buying something off you soon. So, as I said, hope you've enjoyed what you've seen today. This is John Bot, Hodmer's Prime Reviews. To all toy lovers of one, please take care. See you next time. Scooby-Doo.